personally, for me, I don't think I would download it. I have some privacy concerns surrounding it. But in saying that, though, I do understand the way it works and the benefits that could be derived from it.
Well, for more on this, Pierluigi Paganini joins us now from Rome. He's the Chief Technology Officer at cyber defence firm Cybaze and is a member of the EU Agency for Network and Information Security. Welcome to Money Talks, Pierluigi. Now, firstly, explain to us, how do contract tracing apps work exactly?
Basically, every contact tracing app could be implemented using different technologies. We can use contact tracing based on GPS information, or we can use, for example, Bluetooth. On the privacy impact, of course, there is a huge difference. In fact, the project that was also proposed by Google Apple is based on Bluetooth. Basically, this kind of application don't track the individual, don't track the specific location of individual, but only the contact between the two individuals. This means that two devices that are close, for example, not more than 5 feet, exchange each other some specific information. This information I use it to establish that two people were in contact, for example, for longer than 15 minutes. And if one of these two persons get infected with the coronavirus, it will be alerted.
Now, the Australian government says at least 2 million people have downloaded the app so far, and officials say they want 40% of Australia's 24 million population to download the app in order for it to be effective. It really does need that mass buy-in, doesn't it, in order for contract tracing to really be effective nationwide?
Sincerely speaking, I believe that we need more than 40% of the population. Here in Europe, we are analyzing the same problems, and experts are suggesting that more than half of the population must be involved. And there is another problem, that this application must be trusted by people. So people must install the application, have to use it. And this is very critical when we speak, for example, with aged people that in the population are not able to access this kind of technologies. But anyway, in order to be effective, I suggest at least more than half of the population.
Yes. Now, in order to address some of those security concerns, the Australian government says that the information will not be sent overseas in any way. It's being hosted on Amazon web servers in Australia. The data will be anonymous. But we also know that hackers are coming up with new ways in order to be able to breach this information. Even with those government assurances, is there still a chance that this data, this information, can still be hacked by anyone within the country or overseas?
Well, I have to say you that Australia has chosen a centralized approach. This means that all data are collected and stored on a server that is operated by the government. In this case, we have what we call a single point of failure. This means that all data are stored in the same place, and it must be carefully protected. Not only, even if the Australian government will store only metadata related to the user, we cannot exclude, for example, the government could use them to track specific individuals. For this reason, I believe that it's very important to legislate how this data is collected, how long the data will be stored on the server, and which will be the final user. I don't believe in any case that the data will be shared with third parties that can use it for commercial use.
Okay, Pierluigi Paganini, thank you so much for shedding some light on this issue. Thank you.